Hey guys. So, anyone who watches me a lot on Twitch, where I do my daily stream daily, will know that I haven't streamed a lot in the past month. It's actually been like 5 weeks now, where it's like I think I've streamed like a total of 10 days in those 5 weeks, and a lot of the streams were pretty short. It's like I took a bit of a break, and then I kind of took like another break. Um, and I kind of wanted to explain in this video kind of like what's been going on with me. I did mention like at the end of one of my streams, some of you guys will have seen that I was like I had some personal stuff going on and I was like a little depressed and kind of like talking about it. And I wanted to in this video just kind of like fill you guys in because like I don't know. On one hand, I sort of feel a bit uncomfortable, not uncomfortable. It's not a bad thing, but I feel it doesn't feel instinctual for me to kind of like talk about myself or like my kind of like any sort of personal issues I'm going through. Um, I think it is a good thing, and I think that you guys, especially if you've kind of like missed me, deserve to know exactly what's been happening. I also wanted to mention that I'm gonna be back fully for real this time, back to daily streams this coming Monday, and I'm gonna that's gonna be along with the Meta Mondays, which I wasn't able to do this week. I did like a kind of like a guide thing instead. And yeah, of course, with that means we'll be back to like 2 YouTube videos a day, which we haven't been doing for a bit. Well, naturally because I haven't been like streaming as much. So I guess I should kind of like sort of like go into more detail about what's actually been happening with me, and it's something I felt kind of like uncomfortable talking about for a while, but like I said, you guys deserve to know. So for the past like year or so, I've been experiencing some pretty rapid and consistent cognitive decline, mostly in forms of memory, attention, and focus. And this actually will be apparent to some of you guys that have watched me for a long time, like probably like since Gwent or something like that. But I find myself sort of like zoning out very often. And, obviously there's a lot of different reasons that this might be. And I've, at this point in time, seen in the past several months 5 different doctors about the different causes to this. I've tried a lot of things, and I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, that sounds like this. Yeah, no, I've kind of like tried everything actually, and it's been kind of like a struggle for me. Like this is kind of like, well, it might be contributing to my depression. It's also very possible it's caused by it. That's what 2 of the doctors seem to have thought. So that's kind of it's actually kind of news to me that depression can potentially manifest itself like that. That's kind of interesting. I guess I should mention like this is like really significant, the severity of my symptoms. Like sometimes, mostly memory is kind of the worst. Like I will literally find myself sometimes forgetting things from minutes ago, which is pretty incredibly frightening. And there will be like, I'll like lose my train of thought, that kind of thing. And I guess that's kind of fitting. And basically with memory, it's just I find myself so often just kind of like, like when you kind of like walk into a room and you forget what you were doing, like that kind of thing is like absurdly common. So yeah, I've been kind of like trying to lock down a lot of like potentially different things it might be, and trying a lot of different approaches. And yeah, that's kind of like what's got me sort of like tied up. I've been sort of partially busy doing a lot of that. Like I said, like it could be anything. I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, Swim, you're probably just not exercising enough. Oh, Swim, you just need to take this vitamin. Right, like I said, there are about 1,000 different things it could be, or it could be some sort of like multitude of factors. And I've tried and tested for many things at this point. But yeah, that's kind of like where I've been at. That's why I've sort of like taken the last month somewhat off, because yeah, things have gotten like a bit more serious, and also it's just like, yeah, I felt like I sort of needed a break as well from other things. Who knows, maybe it's burnout, you know, that can manifest in some ways like that. Now it probably sounds like this is kind of like a downer story. I'm probably bumming you guys out, and I probably sound kind of down myself right now because I'm kind of like talking sort of quietly in a sort of like, you know, not very exuberant or exciting voice. I want to let you guys know I actually feel really great right now. I specifically didn't want to record this video while I was feeling kind of like bad, because that I know it's kind of like a bummer video, but you know, if I was like kind of like depressed, like really just not feeling it during it, that would have been even worse. Like I said, believe it or not, I feel great right now. I'm just explaining what's been happening for the past while. I actually feel like I'm on track. I'm doing a few more tests, and I think I'll probably resolve the situation pretty soon. I feel very confident in that. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to, and that's why my streaming hasn't been around so much. That's it. Just thought you guys should know. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm gonna be back on Monday. I am feeling like I have, at this point in time, come through on the other side. Like I feel like I'm past everything. Like I said, I was like depressed for a while, and it's, you know, it's hard to say like whether that came after or before, because I've been depressed before in my life. I think it's something a lot of us deal with. I feel great. I'm like, that's why I made the announcement that I'm going to be streaming again on Monday. I didn't really want to commit to actually doing properly like daily streams until I felt better, and I didn't want to explain all of this until I felt better too. So yeah, you guys don't have to be worried about me. I'm just kind of explaining what's happened in the past. All right, that's it. So I'll see you guys on Monday. If you don't normally watch my Twitch streams, you should come say hi. It's on twitch.tv/swimstream, and yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun talking with you guys again. I miss it. I'm not just like kind of like saying that, but you guys are actually, you do a pretty good job of cheering me up. Unless it's just unfunny pastas, then it's just garbage. That's it, boys. See you guys on Monday.